Earlier, we spoke of Dick's attraction to the music of Sergei Rachmaninoff, and specifically to his prelude in C-sharp minor. Using his powers of persuasion, Dick got our guest to agree to play with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, a great pleasure to introduce Elizabeth Borowsky.
I'd like to ask you a few questions before you play your next number, if you don't mind.
we were talking about how busy a schedule you have. Could you get us a little specific on this and say what you've just been doing and what's up the road ahead?
Sure. I balance my time with, of course, playing and performing, but also teaching. I have a studio of about 35 students, running a summer music program for young musicians around the world, the International Music Institute and Festival USA, which takes place every July. We actually had some of the young musicians come here last month and give a performance, and running a nonprofit scholarship program for high school girls, amongst other things.
We alluded earlier to the fact that you were involved as a finalist in the Junior Miss program 10 or so years ago, and now you're involved in it in a deeper way. I was wondering if you could tell us about your mentoring of these youngsters and what you do. I know many of the people here have seen this over at our auditorium.
Right. Well, back in 2001, as a senior in high school, I came upon a program for young women, which grants them not only scholarships for college, but also the opportunity for life enrichment through outreach, through mentorship, through opportunities to meet leaders in the community. And I decided to participate and actually won the title of Maryland's Junior Miss. A few years ago, I was asked by the current chairman if I might take on the responsibility of actually running the program for the greater Baltimore area, which is Baltimore City, Baltimore County, Harford, and Cecil counties. And after much thought and consideration, and also asking some of my friends in the community if they would be involved in assisting me in undertaking this enormous event, I said, yes, I'll go ahead and do it. And the first thing that needed to be done, of course, was find a venue, a location that would welcome us and that would host our program. And I approached Oak Crest Village and was received with open arms. And so we've been here for 2 years and brought some really fine young women from around the area, around the region, to Oak Crest Village to participate in the program, and with great success. Our very first winner actually won the Maryland title and placed in the top 10 in the national program. And then our 2 winners this year placed first and second runner-up in the state program. What I just wanted to mention is that the program sounds like a pageant. It really isn't. In fact, the program, which was formerly called America's Junior Miss, and many people would say it's junior what, Miss what? It didn't really represent what the program is all about, which is scholastics, community service, physical fitness, and talent. And so they changed their name. It's now called the Distinguished Young Women Program. So I think that better reflects exactly what this program is all about.
Elizabeth mentioned that she was received with open arms. Can any of you guys out there imagine her not being received with open arms? The piece you're about to play is something that we mentioned earlier, Life and Impromptu, and Dick wrote this. And he tells me, as we've already established, that he doesn't read music, so he got a professional to help him write this down. Is that when you agreed to play this here today?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, actually, I've been performing at Oak Crest for the last, 14 years, something along those lines. And I think he's came to a number of the performances and would always congratulate me afterwards. And once gave me the music and said, would you look at it? And I said, oh, it looks like a nice piece. And I went, oh, well, the next concert, he said, well, have you had a chance to look at it? And I said, it's a great piece, wonderful. And then the next time he said, well, could you maybe perform it? And I said, okay, I'll think about it. Next performance, could you consider performing it sometime soon? Could you? And he was persistent enough that I said, okay, sure, let's do it. And we started planning this out, and as soon as I gave the go-ahead, we moved forward with this. What has been wonderful is that he was very open to a few minute suggestions. He said, I have this vision for this piece. It's been, I guess you could say, haunting me for the last 80 years, and I haven't been able to put it into performance. Can you help me with this? And I said, of course, I'm going to try to put myself into your own mind and heart, and realize this music that's been inside of you for so long.
How about that, Dick? A world-class performer performing one of your compositions.